Hiya, and welcome back to Homecoming Morenatsu Revisited. The game that teaches us that... It's Punch Kyouji Day. So we're gonna punch Kyouji. Anyways, let's just hop right in. I sit staring blankly at the television screen. After what happened yesterday, everything now just feels trivial. I have to try and take my mind off of it. I don't have anything special planned for today, so I'm daydreaming while watching TV in the lukewarm breeze of the fan. And skip is disabled. Nice. I try changing the channel, but all I'm able to find is a mushy soap opera. I have no idea what's going on. Is he dating his sister's cousin, who also happens to be his mother from another timeline? I flip back to the newscaster. Whatever. So what if I can't watch any of my usual lunchtime programs? It's not like I had anything better to do today. Not that I feel like going out in the first place. Suddenly, the phone starts ringing, mixing its high-pitched noise with the shrill cries of the cicadas. Grandma will probably get it. I sit back down and watch the newscaster explain some new geological phenomenon. Crap, that's right. Grandma and Grandpa aren't home right now. Hello, Nishimura speaking. I got to it before they hung up. I sigh with relief in my head so the person on the other end doesn't hear it. Jeez. Yuki, don't yell so loud, my ears are ringing. Tora Hiko, is that you? Sorry, I forgot I was the only one home. Come on now, get your head in the game. I said I was sorry. So, what do you want? Are you busy right now, Yuki? Totally. There's this amazing program on TV right now I can't take my eyes off of. Yeah, you're a terrible liar, bro. Sounds like you're enjoying your summer vacation like anyone else. I know, right? So, you're not busy then. Wanna go do something together? I just finished up all my chores for the day. Uncle Kazuo's letting me loose, so I have the whole afternoon free. Truth be told, I don't really feel like going out today. As guilty as I feel, I decided to make up an excuse for why I can't hang out with him. Sorry, Tora. Thanks for the offer, but I can't leave until my grandparents get back. Well, I guess your hands are tied. He sounds disappointed. I can picture him standing in front of the phone with his shoulders hanging low. Yeah, though I suppose you could come over if you want. Yeah, no. The update fucked the skip. So the skip is fucked. So, funny thing is, we gotta reread the rejection. We gotta reread it. I cover my mouth with my free hand when I realize what I said without thinking. Nah, we're gonna reread it. I wanna hurt! Ah, crap! Oh, okay. But no! No! I want to get hurt. I want to feel the emotional pain. Let me relive the pain. I haven't had a good cry in about, like, 3 days. Joke's on you. I actually do need my back cracked. Ah, crap. Really? That'll work. You're really on the ball right now, Yuki. His tone instantly becomes cheerful. He really hasn't changed. I can't help but smile. Can I come over right now? Oh, so eager. Sure, why not? Alright. I'll be at your place by 3 o'clock. I hear him hang up the phone at the same time he says goodbye. I didn't get a chance to reply. Looking at the clock, I see it's 2:30. There's still some time before he gets here, so I'll tidy up the place before he arrives. I'll put the phone on the receiver and start organizing my room. Ah! You asshole. He He should be here any minute now. Hey, you there, Yuki? I hear a knock on my window. Huh, perfect timing. Hi, Tora. Here, let me get the door. Hi, Tora. Here, let me get the Dora. I run into the hall and turn the lock on the front door. I fall to the ground as Torihiko suddenly jumps through the doorway. Thanks for having me over, bro. Hey, what you doing on the floor? You listening for earthquakes? Ha ha. Very funny, Tora. He offers me his hand, which I gladly take. With a small grunt, he lifts me back onto my feet. What's up? Nothing much. Want to watch TV or something? Sure. Wait for him to follow me into my room. Hear the floor squeak as we walk down the hall. Come in. Take a seat wherever. Sorry I didn't make you wait too long, did I? Nah, it's no problem. It's only 3:30. Did something happen to you on the way over? I thought it would be rude to show up empty-handed. So I stopped at the candy store and bought these. He shows me the bag he's carrying in his other hand. On closer inspection, I'm able to make out the contents. Oh boy, is that what I think it is? Wow. You stopped to get us ice cream? He rubs his lip in embarrassment. Thanks, Tora. This is awesome. No problem. Now, let's eat before it melts. Which one do you want? Either one's fine with me. You choose first. Don't be so polite. We're friends. He walks up and smacks me on the back. Ow. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Come on, hurry up and pick one. He forces the bag into my hands. Well, it's okay if he tells me to, right? I'll be grateful that he's letting me choose first. Look inside. There's one cup and one soft serve, both vanilla flavored. As grateful as I am, he could have at least bought different flavors. Are we taking the cup or the soft serve? I went to get a drink of water and I spilled some on myself. I'm just happy it's not Dasani. I got beef with Dasani. Yeah, we can have a yummy cone, but at the same time, cup ice cream, you get more. Emotional damage. That's what this is. Tora. With the cup ice cream, you get more ice cream. But if you get the soft serve, you get a yummy cone. Oh, then that's an easy decision. I guess I'll take this one. Thanks, Tora. I rummage around in the bag, take out my ice cream, and then set it on the table. I hand Torihiko the other one. No problem, Yuki. Huh. His nails sure are sharp compared to mine. He's not paying attention. He could scratch something. Or someone. Kinky. I sit on the floor and offer Torihiko a cushion. Smiling at me, he sits down, careful not to sit on his tail. So you like soft serve, huh? Oh god, is that another point towards the bottom? I don't want to be the perma bottom. Wait, what? I like them both. It's just, with soft serve, you're able to eat everything, even the cone! That's the main advantage it has over cups. I slowly take the cover off my ice cream, taking care not to destroy the shape. Is that so? I like the cup because you can enjoy it one bite at a time. Huh, that's unusual for you. Shut up! He manages to answer with the spoon in his mouth. I laugh at him while taking the first lick of mine. Ah! This is so good! Ice cream's awesome in the middle of summer. As I'm smiling at Torihiko's annoyance, I accidentally miss my mouth and spread ice cream all over my face. Oh, what a waste. Here. Torihiko leans over the table and wipes off the ice cream with his fingers. Then he sticks out his tongue and licks it off. Mmm. It's kinda salty. Oh god. Thank you for pointing it out. I'm not going to be able to not notice how massive his eyebrows are. He has massive eyebrows. Does he sweep the floor? Wait a minute, what about Kazuo and Takeshi? Do they have massive eyebrows? Let's find out. I need to know. I need to know if they also have massive eyebrows. Kazuo and Takeshi. I need to know. So I'm going to find out. I actually kind of hope they do. That'd be amazing. Okay, Homecoming, Morenatsu Revisited. This is the latest version, December 2024. Game. Shit, I didn't extract those. Never mind, we will never know, except we will. Fuck! Damn it! You know what? Give me a minute. Damn it! Damn it! It's kind of salty. It has some of your sweat in it, too. What? That's disgusting, Tora! Are you flirting with me or something? Our eyes meet. Yeah! Ha! Neither of us can stand the silence, so we laugh at each other. Summer break is halfway over. Well... I stopped what I was about to say. A strange feeling of sadness hits me. This month is half gone, isn't it? I need to start working on my homework. I've kind of slacked off on it so far. What? Tora, you need to do your homework! It's your duty as a student, after all. Since when were you such a model student, Hiroyuki? I stuck my tongue out at him. Well, I made sure I finished my homework before I left home. Yawn. You're a real stick in the mud now, aren't you? You used to put fun before everything else. Come on, I haven't changed that much. Other than your physique, you're still the same old Torihiko I knew from back then. You haven't changed one bit. What? He slams his ice cream on the table, then stands up without making a sound. He then lunges and puts me in a headlock. Can't help but laugh. Torihiko's acting like he always does. What are you laughing at? Unfortunately, he takes this as an excuse to tighten his grip. How could you say that? I've changed a lot since you left. Ow! I'm sorry. No. I'm not forgiving you this time. Ugh, give me a break. My body's grown too. Enough for the person I love to notice. He suddenly stops what he's doing. Hold up, OBS isn't picking up any extra sound. Wait, what did you just say? I can't just let something like that slip. This is juicy. He lets me go and slowly steps away. His expression is easy to read as ever. Wow. You're in love with someone? That was... His face is getting more red by the second. I feel slightly bad for him, but... Hey, wait a second, isn't he the one who asked a similar question the other day while camping? Nah, you're not getting away with this one, Tora. I'll prod a little more. So... Who is it? As your best friend, I have a right to know. I try asking my best coaxing voice. Torihiko moans but doesn't say anything. Oh... You asked everyone who they had a crush on the other day, and now you're chickening out? Don't be so pathetic, man. Own it. His ears droop. I guess calling him pathetic was a bit harsh, but it's only a matter of time before he cracks. It's gonna be good. Why don't you go right out and say it? I'm sure it'll be easy. Why are you doing this? He looks at me with tears in his eyes. I give him a stern, demanding glare. Looking at me like that won't get you any sympathy. I wonder who it is. He seems to be the kind to go for looks, so it's probably the prettiest girl in his class. Nah, I bet it's the bookish girl who looks good in glasses. Or maybe... Fine, I'll tell you! Is that what you want? I nod vigorously, a smile barely containing my excitement at the juicy tidbit about to be spilled. Oh wait, we could have just checked to see if Takeshi and Kazuo also have big-ass eyebrows on a Blue Sky post. I just realized we could have done that this whole time. Fuck! To the Storm Singer Studios Blue Sky page. Let me check. Right there. They do! They do have massive ass eyebrows, and I love it. I love the fact that they have giant eyebrows. I love it. It is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And I don't mean that like oh, it's awful. I mean that as in, it is actually amazing. It is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Like the action... Yeah, it's a family trait. Which, honestly, good for them. Genuinely. Good for them. I'm actually very happy for them. I'm actually very happy for them. I love it. Well, I need to prepare myself. Huh, it's not that big a deal, is it? Why is he hesitating like this? It's not like we go to the same school, so I can't spread it around or anything. Deep breaths, Torihiko. Deep breaths. You can do it. Everything depends on this moment. I'm gonna say it. Go on. He uses his tongue to moisten his lips. I'm literally shaking in anticipation. I can't wait. The person I love is... He stops speaking, then looks me in the eye. Shaking his head, he completely changed his expression. Now he looks completely serious. For some reason, he's starting to scare me. I expect the kind of death glare from Shin. Hiroyuki. It's you. Come again? No. 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 Maybe I didn't hear him right. This can't be true. Did you just say... He sheepishly nods. Even though his face is red, he doesn't take his eyes off me for a second. Oh, I get it now. This is another one of your pranks, isn't it? There's probably some lame punchline coming up. Jeez, he really had me going, didn't he? The silence is deafening. Just say you're joking already. Ugh! My eyes widen at the tiger's frightening outburst. This isn't a joke, Hiroyuki. I'd never joke about something like this. I can't close my mouth. The shock of this revelation is too much. Even back then, before you moved away, I've always loved you. Torihiko. I knew saying it so suddenly would make things awkward. No! It's nothing like that. I shake my head. A confession from him certainly came out of nowhere, but thinking about it now, I feel like I should have seen it coming. He's awfully fond of physical contact, and he tends to go overboard when he's around me. Is it normal to tease the one you love? Though, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't surprised. The tension in the room is so thick you could cut it with a knife. So, Hiroyuki, would you like to be my boyfriend? Ow! Ow! No! 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 Torihiko thrusts his hand face up towards me. It's shaking a bit. I don't know what I'm feeling right now. What has he been to me? A good friend? Or something more? Memories of our childhood float across my mind, then disappear. No! 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 You're evil! You are evil! But no, I'm not gonna do that. We need to be nice to him. We need to be nice to him. And tell him no. I'm sorry, but we're looking to fuck Kyouji. I'm so sorry, Torihiko. I just want to put this out there. No, but I'd rather not lead him on. Here's the thing. I actually like Torihiko as a character. I actually like him as a character. Like, yeah, like, I'll overreact to his antics, but I actually do like him as a character. He's just crazy. Memories of our childhood float across my mind, then disappear. This summer, fighting with Kuya, getting thrown by Juichi, hanging out with Konosuke. To me, Torihiko is just a good friend. This actually hurts! This actually fucking hurts! I let out a sigh. His words keep ringing in my head. This can't be happening. We'll do it with Shin. How about this? You have my word. We will tell him that he's more than just a friend with Shin. Yes, I'm putting it off. I promise. I promise. We will do it with Shin. We will tell him that he's more than a friend with Shin. Because this is already heartbreaking. Although I am curious what happens. You know what? You know what? Fuck it. Frostclaw, question. Frostclaw, question. Will this affect Kyouji's score at all? Because you decided that it had to be a perfect score. Oh, it won't affect his score at all? Okay. Damn it. Hang on. Memories continue to surface. He's always been at my side. He's always cherished me. I've taken it for granted, but those are irreplaceable things. Hang on, let me check to make sure I'm on Kyouji save. Yep, we're on a Kyouji save. And I can't lie. A part of me always wished that something like this would happen. There was a time I would have taken his hand without hesitation. But, let out a sigh. His words keep ringing in my head. This can't be happening. No! He looks at me, hand slowly falling down from where he was holding it. Tora. I can't deal with this. There's a stinging sensation in my eyes. The only thing I can do is close them and look away. If I loved him, I would be full of happiness right now. I gently open my left eye. I think it's starting to sink in for Torihiko. It's breaking my heart to see him like this. He's just too late. I close my eyes again and take deep breaths. In the distant parts of my memory, images start to surface. Tora's smiling face is covered by the wink I'm sure he's always giving me. Tora's embarrassment is buried by his thoughtful expression. Ah! Ah! What the fuck? And to the title theme. Why? 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 You're evil! Okay. Okay. I think I'm good now. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry, Torihiko. The person I really love is... My eyes open once again. Tora, you don't have to say anything. I'm really happy you feel this way about me. But I shake my head. The sting of my rejection shows on his face. But I can't. I don't feel the same for you. I'm sorry. His face says everything. Dropping with a thud, his tail hits the floor. You're turning me down, huh? Somehow, I always knew it would turn out this way. His voice is nothing but a faint, pitiful whisper. I never imagined something like that coming from him. I really am sorry. I can't stand to see him this way anymore. I look away. No. It's not your fault. You can't help the way you feel. I've been meaning to tell you this since you arrived, but I'm such a coward. Is it weird to fall in love with your best friend? I said it once and I'll say it again. It's not weird. Don't say stuff like that. You're not weird, Tora. Yeah, that's fine. I know I'm a big old weirdo. I can see the tears glistening in his eyes. He's trying so hard to keep it together right now. There's someone else, isn't there? Yeah. I understand. Osaka's a big place. I'm sure you make him happy. I don't have the heart to tell him what's really going on. Everything's different now. When you used to live here, we saw each other every day. Since you've been back, though, things have been different. We haven't spent as much time together as we used to. This time we're old enough to fall in love with people. He speaks in a lonely voice, then breathes a deep sigh. Do you remember Hiroyuki? Huh? You told me one time you were gonna marry me someday. Ooh! Ow! 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 So that we'd always be together. Hiroyuki, I hope everything goes well for you too. He covers his eyes with his hand, barely managing to hold back a sob. Thanks, Tora. Hey. Mister. Come here. Come here. I need your purring. Come hither, my son. My cat is confused. And he just left me. I need to get going. Okay. As he turns his back to leave, I can see his shoulders shaking slightly. Head looking down at the floor. My eyes widen when I realize that today was a special occasion. Tora! He looks back at me over his shoulder, about to say something, but quickly stop myself before a word comes out. What I was about to say would have been selfish. Wouldn't be right to tell him happy birthday after what just happened. Ow! I've heard him enough already. I think the best thing I can do in this situation is just let him go. He almost looks smaller than his usual self as he stands in the doorway. Hiroyuki, can we forget this ever happened? He got rejected on his birthday! Ugh, this stings so much. Yeah. Thanks. We're still friends, right? Of course we are! He returns his gaze to the floor and silently leaves my field of vision. I guess I'll see you later then. Bye, Tora. Usually I'd see him off at the door, but... The sound of his exit echoes throughout the house. I sit down on my bed with a thump and a sigh. I didn't think it would be so painful to reject someone. Especially when that someone is Torihiko. Guess I know why he was fishing for a response back on the camping trip now. I was just watching documentaries and soap operas today, then this happens. If I knew I was going to feel this bad about him, maybe I should have said yes? No. I shake my head. That's not how you start a real relationship. You can't base it off a lie to spare their feelings. It would have made everything worse. This was the right thing to do. I sigh again. It's not Torihiko I love. Kyouji's face surfaces again in my memory. Feels like I'm spending more time with him than I used to. I haven't really wondered why. It's no use denying it, though. Once I start thinking about him, I can't get him out of my head. When I close my eyes, all I can see is Kyouji. I love his guarded smile, his compassionate nature, the way he looks out for everyone, even at his own inconvenience, how smart and well-informed he is. I want to see Kyouji. No. I need to see him, even though he's been there for everyone. Nobody seems to be able to see beneath the mask. I've seen glimpses of the real Kyouji, and I want to help him be who he really is. That's rather deep coming from someone like me. With another sigh, I look up at the calendar on my wall. It's already the 19th. There's only so many days left of my vacation. I want to see him again. No more regrets. You're an asshole. You're evil. I just wanted to point that out there. You're evil. The developers! You're evil! I love what you do, and I love that you did this, that you made this. I just want to say that you're evil. You're evil and you're giving me feels that I don't appreciate. Therefore, do it again. Do it again. You won't do it. Too scared. Do it again. I'm just kidding. Write it how you want to write it. Okay, let's do this. I'm ready for you now. As soon as I hit the chair, I can feel the lingering strands of sleep pulling at my ankles, and I give a quick slap to my cheeks to perk back up. I don't know what to expect today. One of two Kyojis is going to come jogging down the road any minute now. One made of porcelain and a sugar-coated smile. The other? I'm not sure what I'm going to say to the other. I'm not even sure I know him. And yet, even with Torihiko there, he was all I could think about. It's why you can just crawl through life without a care in the world. I can still feel that, and I haven't stopped feeling it. I'm sorry, Tora. I'm such a dumbass. I should have told you what happened and actually left you with something. Good morning, dear. I figured you might want something to sip on. Grandma breaks me out of my trance with a whiff of the warm tea she brought me. Oh, morning, Grandma. Thank you. The old lady passes the steaming mug into my hands and seemingly glides into the rocking chair next to mine. looking out into the quiet street painted in the fresh rays of dawn.
Up early again, I see. You must really want to see your friend again.
I take the tiniest sip of the hot liquid, taking care not to scorch my tongue. I suppose, yeah. I pause, again, pondering that I didn't exactly have a plan for when Kyouji passes by. I just want to see if he can chat.
Are you two arguing right now?
I'm just now noticing the steaming mug resting in her own hands, likely tea too, and very much untouched. I know I'm not going to get out of this without making it awkward. He's going through some bad stuff.
Takahara?
Yeah. He quit the soccer team a couple days ago and, well, I don't know what he's doing now. Grandma is silent for a moment as she raises the mug to her lips, little whiskers on her muzzle twitching ever so slightly as the steam touches her nose.
You must be very special, too, if you've been waking up this early just to see him.
Grandma knows! Grandma knows! She's sitting in a rocking chair with her skin tea, and she knows. She's really skirting the edge of spooky right now. Does she know what I'm feeling? Am I that obvious? I mean, it's the right thing to do, right?
What if I call Shiro and tell him to let the Takahara boy have the day off? Maybe you could spend the day with him.
Who's that? Can't help but feel as if that name is somehow familiar. Grandma cracks a smile and pushes her glasses up a tiny bit on her nose.
Oh, goodness, of course you wouldn't know him. He's the man who runs the local paper.
Suddenly, the old bull pops back into my mind. The rumble of his truck and the smell of menthol cigarettes color my memory of that day in the rain with Kyouji. Mr. Aichi? The bull?
Last time I checked, I do believe so.
Grandma adds a wink and returns her muzzle down into her mug for another sip. Oh, she knows. Can you do that for real?
Oh, of course. Shiro and your grandfather go way back.
You tell that bastard he still owes me 2,000 yen. The Kashima antlers are chumps.
Yes, they're well acquainted. Yes, they're well acquainted.
I see. Perhaps I won't need to call after all. She points a finger up the road. I don't recognize the young Shiba fanning himself with the newspaper, but I do recognize the same messenger bag I saw Kyouji carrying only a few days earlier. The young man gives us an embarrassed smile and rolls the newspaper back up as he sees us watching him. Sorry, it's a little muggy this morning, you know? He breaks into a light jog and extends up the newspaper towards me as he reaches the porch. I take the paper and quickly hand it to Grandma before asking the question threatening to claw its way out of my mind. The other worker, did he call in sick today? He looks confused for a second, his index fingers extending up to the sky as if he's receiving radio signals. Oh, you mean the sleepy-looking guy? He quit. He quit? That's right. The young man claps his hands together as if telling me there would be rain next week or something equally as unimportant. Old man Aichi blew a gasket, too. Apologies if it's, like, weird or anything.
No, dear. We appreciate your services today. Don't let us hold you up now.
The young man gives a quick bow and a smile before turning and jogging away silently. I watch his tail disappear around a shrub before I turn back to Grandma and ask her a question. Grandma, would you mind telling me exactly where this newspaper place Mr. Aichi runs is?
Yeah. Wait, what? What are we, a tourist magazine? Listen, I don't care what color the damn toilets are, it's not news.
The chime above the door rings as I walk in. Hello?
Speaking of which, just a sec. Hey!
I smell the menthol before I see the old bull around the corner. One hand is clutching an old-fashioned telephone, the cord seemingly tangled about his horns, and in the other...
You the guy from Kazunari Plumbing? I needed you here hours ago.
Wait! I barely have time to catch the plunger tossed to me before the bull disappears again into his office. Oh, thank goodness I caught this thing by the handle.
You tell Kyouji to get his ass back out there and get me a store I can actually run. And clean out those damn...
Ugh, hang on. The old bull clamps a large hand down on the receiver as I poke my nose into the cluttered office. He sits behind a large and battered desk, on top of which is completely covered in wadded up paper and full ashtrays. One actually still has a lit cigarette balancing in the cut groove on its rim, which is likely where I smelled the menthol and tobacco mixture.
The sooner you work whatever magic on the toilet in the back, the better. I literally had to dig myself from it yesterday.
Ew. I'm not the plumber, sir. He pauses with his hand outstretched towards the still-burning cigarette. his eyes narrowing for a second as he looks me up and down.
Are you looking for work?
What? The bull sniffs once and uncups the receiver, once again forgetting his cigarette.
Hana, something just came up. Gotta go. Call me again and you're fired.
The bull motions with an outstretched hand like a knife at a worn chair in front of his desk.
I'll ask again. Are you looking for a job?
No, sir, I'm actually...
That brat Takahara left me with a note and flew the coop. Had to call in some kid from Kazanari to fill in.
That's what I'm here about. The bull makes a sour expression and nods slowly, finally plucking the cigarette from its perch on the ashtray.
See, now I recognize you. You're that other crazy jackass that likes to go running in the rain.
He mutters the last half of his words around the cigarette filter. You got me. I reply with as little enthusiasm as possible.
Well, you have me at a loss here. What exactly did you say you wanted?
Is there any way... I pause and purse my lips, inwardly chastising myself for not having a better plan. Is there any way I can convince you to let Kyouji keep his job?
See it as if I fired him.
Aichi snatches up his ashtray and dumps it into a waste bin next to his desk. Flakes of long, burnt white tobacco shooting up into the air. He then places his cigarette back into its freshly cleaned groove, where it will likely be forgotten again.
You know how rare it is to have a worker that will literally run when you tell him to? If you had more time, I would have given him something to do here in the office a long time ago.
This might be easier than I thought. If I can get him to come back, would you give him his job back?
He's gonna need to sort out whatever mess he's in first before I consider anything. Just a week ago, that kid would have his route done before I could blink. Let me tell you something about that. Kids these days.
Makes an incomprehensible gesture with his hand and makes an airy whistling sound.
They ain't worth shit on the sidewalk. That one, though, Takahara could be in charge someday.
See the young Shiba from this morning poke his head in through the door, the receiver of a telephone held out in his hand. Sir, Hana called back. She says it's way better than light-up toilet seats this time.
Ah!
I just barely dodged the telephone tossed towards the doorframe. The bell inside cracks harshly as the tough plastic dents the drywall, the receiver seemingly having disappeared in mid-flight.
See what I mean? Shit on the sidewalk!
I see what happened. The receiver's cord is still wrapped around his horns, and it's dangling just out of sight, knocking against his desk. Yeah, sidewalk! Is it okay if I tell Kyouji to come back?
I never said that. As a matter of fact, I don't want him here until he sorts out whatever.
Aichi smacks his lips as he fumbles for the words, a telephone line dangling around his horns like worn-out Christmas lights.
Emotions he's dealing with.
I can understand the response, even if I don't much care for the tone. Not sure anybody could have predicted Kyouji completely flaking out. I'll talk to him, he's just dealing with a lot right now.
Kid, you're both still in high school, you haven't seen shit so far.
He wraps his knuckles on his desktop in the form of a punctuation at the end of his claim. Again, it's irritating, but...
You learn to leave your baggage at the door eventually, or you drown. This isn't even my real job, this is my hobby.
I don't understand.
I own all the rice fields around Minasato. Hell, I had wage drive owned them since before you were born. I bought the local paper joint a few years back.
This time he not only manages to pluck the cigarette up again, but it actually makes it to his lips. The rest of what he says is slightly slurred around the dampening filter.
Now your friend, he's got a future. Now I'd honestly consider letting him run this place himself one of these days, but whatever he's dealing with...
Aichi jabs his index finger outward at his office door, the body of the telephone still cracked and discarded on the floor next to it.
It stays out there when he's on my time.
We're gonna leave off here tonight. Torihiko just can't have a single win. Stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.